Do you want to be a celebrity in your local market as a real estate agent? Well, in this video, I'm going to go through my step-by-step Instagram domination presentation. I'm going to show you how to blow up in Instagram. So let's get right into the video. And my name is Chris Colgan. I am with eXp Realty, powered by Place. I'm a real estate agent and coach. So definitely subscribe to my channel. So you might be saying, like, who the hell is Chris Colgan? Which would really shock me, right? Like, you don't know who I am. But what does he know about real estate, and what does he know about social media? Well, I have been involved in real estate sales for over 18 years, and I still actively sell every day in real estate. And I have sold thousands of homes, and I have sold close to $1 billion in real estate. I have done $30,000 lots all the way up to a $4 million house, which is like top tier in my market. And like I said, I have been doing this actually close to 20 years now. And I built a sneaker page from 0 to 100,000 followers in a little under 18 months. And I had celebrities like Drizzy Drake's representatives and DJ Khaled and J Bob and all kinds of other people, like athletes, hit me up and ask me Instagram related questions or sneaker questions. So I decided to take all that knowledge and I put it into Instagram. And I have built up my local Instagram page from 1,000 to 20,000 followers in a little under 2 months using my same strategies. And it's kind of made me a celebrity here in my local market. The other day we were out filming and people were yelling from their cars that they loved my videos, which really like amazes me. And that's the power of social media. Now, one thing I want you to say, especially if you are a brand new agent or if you are even a seasoned agent, is a phrase that my mentor, Ben Kinney, told me one time. He used to always say to me, Chris, you have to say to yourself, I care about my hourly rate. Are you buying a ton of leads on Zillow or realtor.com? And guess what? You probably are not making much money, right? Let's think about it. The average lead on Zillow is around $800 to $1,000 a month, okay? So let's say you convert 20% of those, which would be really good. So you get, 10 leads and you close 2. That costs you about $8,000, whatever the number is, to get one sale, plus a split with your brokerage. Now, if you're running a team as well, then there's all the ways takes that profit, plus you paid for photos, plus everything else. So what are you truly netting? But for me, I care about my hourly rate. Like if I'm making content, or if I'm meeting face to face with a client, or if I'm writing offers, that is when I am making the most amount of money. It's not just buying leads from Zillow and realtor.com. And I feel like in our industry, we have a very broken model right now. Now, why Instagram, and what will you learn from this step-by-step guide? Well, Instagram obviously is owned by Facebook, and it is used daily by millions of people. And with Facebook owning it, they have certainly put a ton of time and emphasis into it. To me, Instagram by far has the most clout out of all the platforms. My issue with TikTok is you can put 20 videos out and maybe one will go viral, but they just don't really have it together like Instagram does. Instagram really rewards people that are consistent, and they also, like I said, they have the most clout by far. When I got to 100,000 followers on my sneaker page, that gave me so much clout in my marketplace. I started getting invited to events, started getting invited this and that. But I know plenty of friends who have 100,000 followers on TikTok. YouTube is the same way, right? Like YouTube has a ton of clout as well. And YouTube is probably one of the more harder platforms as well. And then Instagram is very easy to use and post. So no matter what age you are, you can easily post on Instagram. And I'm going to show you what to do and what to post in this video. So what is your target audience, right? Like I really want you to think about that. To me, one thing that drives me nuts, and I would probably still have a full head of luscious hair if this didn't drive me so insane, is most realtors, they advertise to other realtors on Instagram. I don't know why they do that, because to me, I would rather have consumers watching my content, right? Like instead of like a bunch of realtors sitting around their office doing nothing and watching it, maybe laughing at what I'm doing or saying, oh, Chris has a new listing. I want people that are in my local market. I don't want to just target realtors, and the people that you target should be in your local marketplace, right? Like you want people maybe from their 20s, 30s, and 40s that are active Instagram users. That's who you want your target audience to be, and that's who you should be making all your content geared towards, not towards like local real estate agents or local title people or local lenders that are, never going to give you any business. So what exactly should you post on Instagram to make things go viral, and how often should you post? So let's talk about that a little bit more. Number one is going to be Instagram Reels. It is the easiest way to grow quickly. 80% of all my traffic on Instagram comes from Reels. Instagram is competing against TikTok and they are going all in. I think the other day, like a couple months ago, one of the Kardashians started to really complain. They were like, I'm not getting as much traffic as I used to, and Instagram, you need to change your ways and blah, blah, blah. And I like when I post photos. Well, guess what? Instagram really didn't do anything about it. And now all of a sudden I noticed the other day that she's posting a ton of more Reels, or her people are. So they want video content. They want to see video content. They are competing against TikTok every day. They're competing against Snapchat. They're competing against YouTube, and they want to get more video content out there. It allows them to put more ads on there as well, and it keeps people on their platform. You also want to post stories daily, which I will show you how to do. And then you want to mix in some picture-centric posts like carousels, and I will show you in this video how to do that as well. So let's talk about Instagram feed posts. You can kind of see here like what my typical feed would look like. I don't really think too much about hey, what's the color of this? Should it be this? Should it be that? Should I put a picture of that? Should it all match together? To me, that doesn't really mean much, but look at my bio, right? It says Virginia real estate expert. That's basically who I'm going after, people looking to buy and sell a house in Virginia. Powered by Place eXp Realty. Now that's by Virginia law. I have to have, my brokerage info. And like I said, I'm up to 20,400 followers at the time of this video, all organic. DM me for any real estate related questions. Why I changed that was once I started to change it to DM me for any real estate related questions, my messages from consumers went way up. So what should you actually post in your feed, right? Local news is really huge. So we have an airport here called Manassas. I made this post. It was commercial flights coming to Manassas. I designed this myself. I took a rendering of it. Look at 836 comments, 836 likes, 33 comments. So unique local news that's local to your area. The algorithm is very smart. Once you start to do this, it'll only show it to local people. When I look at my stats, most of my stats are in the Washington, D.C. area. It's incredible. It's 2 million people in the DC area look at my page every month. It's more likely to be shared, and then it makes you become the area expert. The next thing is something that's funny. So I made this one. It was Northern Virginia starter pack. So it shows hot lanes, and it's $46 to go to DC. Then another thing we have are these data centers everywhere. There's dump trucks everywhere. And then there's just a joke, $5,000 a month for this little tiny house. Look at this, 4,888 likes, 82 comments. Funny means shareable, localized, and it's not boring, right? It's not something that's boring. It's not a picture of me, going like this, trying to be sexy. It's something that's funny, and it's definitely shareable. Carousel posts. The reason that I like carousel posts are they're interesting, and it keeps people engaged on their post, and they're more likely to go ahead and share it. So look at this one. Disney almost had a theme park in Northern Virginia, right? So you slide through and you look at all the different pictures that I put up, and they take the extra time to read, and it also tells a story, right? We really are storytellers when we're selling something. And then like I said, it is very popular and shareable. You can find designers like this all the time on Fiverr for $5 to $10. They just gotta be experts. And Canva or Photoshop, those are the two best platforms by far. Notice how I also tagged Haymarket, Virginia in here. That made it where someone's searching my area, they might see that, and it just makes it come up a lot more. And then let's talk about Instagram Reels. All right, Instagram Reels are definitely the best way to go viral. I've had some Reels get millions of views. I have had some flop, but I feel like I have figured it out. So let's talk about the different types of Reels that you can post. And one of my buddies here, he runs something called DC Spot. I think he has 200,000 followers. He has a girl that interns for him every week. She talks about local events and happenings. So let's check out this example right here. And I really love what she did with this.
You're wondering what's going on around DC this week? I've got you covered. Oktoberfest is happening this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Old Town Alexandria. Make sure to stop by to enjoy authentic German food and beer. Admission is completely free and it is pet friendly. This event will be happening rain or shine. Bethesda Row Arts Festival is happening this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
All right, so I really like content like that. That is something that's very shareable. And look, it's about a 55-second video. She does a really good job though at talking and being very quick. I don't even know how she did that little thing where she pops up, but either way, she did a great job with the background, all the text editing and all that. So definitely, you know, keep in mind, like if you're doing local events happening, if you don't really want to be on camera, you can just show the different things and do a talk up on a microphone. Let's go to the next part. Another thing is area information. This shows that you are the local expert. Now let me take a look and show you. This is one of my videos that actually was just cut down from a YouTube video. So let's check this one out. One of my favorite parts of Haymarket is Bull Run Mountain out here. And you can see this is not common for Northern Virginia. We are out here in the country. So if you are someone who's looking for a house on an acre or maybe as much as 10 acres, Bull Run Mountain is definitely going to be the best choice for you. The houses start anywhere from 3 to 400,000 and go all the way up to the millions. All right, notice how quick that moved. Quickly, and it had all kinds of different shots involved with it, and I talk super fast if you already didn't notice. That really helps. I really learned that actually from doing YouTube. So just talking about area information, this is another thing that is really popular. If you are a foodie or you like wineries or breweries, talking about restaurants is another huge thing. Like look at posts like this just go absolutely insane.
You guys know I love bottomless mimosas, and this place also comes with a great view. It's $33 for unlimited mimosas and $28 for bottomless food, but we decided to do a la carte. Love the bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich, the bacon and eggs plaid.
All right, so what she did good with that was she showed a bunch of different shots. She talked really quick. Again, I know how she did it was she went around, she probably was paid honestly to do that. She went around, shot a bunch of different shots, and then she did a talk up probably using TikTok or the Instagram editor. Really simple and easy. You might be saying like, who the heck cares? Like that has nothing to do with real estate. But yeah, it's really localized and you start to become the local expert. And then again, another thing is clients and new houses, quick hitting houses. One thing I found in my market is that if it is boring, most people are not gonna really care about the house. So obviously this is a really like cool, sexy house. And then they have like a nice young family. So let's check this one out.
It's like someone picked you out of the sky.
That's really cute, really cool. That's totally like gonna go viral. I think when I was searching like houses for sale on Instagram, that was one of the first ones that came up. Obviously really beautiful house in Texas. Like I said, quick hitting, shows you sell and are active. And it also shows your sphere that you are selling, right? So let's talk about like another thing that you can do is quick hitting reels with trending sounds. Like this girl in my market, she dominates. She's not a realtor, but she goes around and shows like different hiking and all kinds of things. Let's show her.
Things that don't lead me straight to you and I'm lost in.
All right, so I think it was 8 seconds, right? This girl, she does this for a living. She gets paid to do that, and her videos go viral every time. She does a great job. Now, I'm not a big hiker, obviously, but if I was, or maybe I was in the dog walking, whatever the heck it is, golf, I would make very quick hitting reels just like that. Again, it just makes you a local expert and people start to see you around. So let's talk about Instagram stories. I know a guy that works over at Instagram, and they told me one day that stories really help people become engaged and it keeps them on the platform. So you want to post a story a day. So a story could be like, hey, let's take a look at this local house here. You know, you could walk around and, you know, obviously if it's not someone's house that won't be online, you don't do that. But if you're in a model home, right, like look at this beautiful kitchen and then you tag the location. So I'm in Arlington, Texas, checking out this model home, and you just like a 10-second video. You also, like if you're in a local coffee shop, you want to go ahead and tag them and then just like show yourself out in the field, like doing work. That really shows your sphere that you know what you're doing and you know like you're active, right? Like that's part of the thing, right? You might not go viral. You might not be the most like famous person in the world. You might not be the Mr. Beast of Instagram for your market, but guess what? Like your sphere is going to see all this and they're going to be highly impressed. I also love the poll feature on Instagram. Anytime I ever do a poll, like see this or that one right here, that makes it really popular and engaging. This says, do you want like a paved driveway or a gravel driveway? That really makes it, like I said, engaging. People will message you, and then Instagram will definitely have that show to a lot more people. And then also I would always tag the location of the area, I might want to do this like heart, like poll thing, and I would show up maybe like local restaurants that I like to go to. What happens there is that local restaurant probably will end up sharing that post that you do, and it'll make it go viral even more. It'll make it come on their page, which will bring you more people to your page as well. All right, let's talk about collaboration. So this is a brand new feature that it's like if you know a lender or a restaurant or a title company or a photographer, local business owners, you want to make some collaboration. So what you do is when you go to tag a post, you can actually tag, like, you know, you can say invite collaborator, and if you know the videographer that did the videos or the photographer or like another agent or whatever you want to do a video with, it goes on their page as well as your page, or maybe even like a local restaurant or a coffee shop. And what that ends up doing is that brings in like more like traffic to you, right? Because if that local coffee shop's pay, you know, you may say you went ahead and you did that brunch video or you did that coffee video, and then you tag them and you invite them to be a collaborator and they share it as well. Well, that's just going to bring their followers over to you, which is going to bring you a heck of a lot more traffic. And then how do you deal with haters, right? Like if you're getting like nasty messages or people make fun of you, like honestly, I'll be honest with you, like 20-30% of the time I get, this guy's an asshole, he's an idiot, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't take it personal. I actually kind of laugh at some of it. I never get into an argument, right? Like it's like your mother told you, don't get into politics or religion arguments, obviously. I just let it go. The comments go, unless it's like something that's just way out of line. Sometimes I'll even joke back, you know, like someone made fun of me being bald or whatever, and I'll just say, hey, you know what, I'm not the president of the men's hair club or something. And you know what, honestly, I kind of laugh when some of these bastards do it because it just brings me like more engagement, right? Like the more comments I get, the more people that are going to come. So I've told them before, like, hey, thanks a lot. Like, so if I do a post and I'm like, Virginia is the best state possible, a lot of people are going to be like, Virginia sucks, it's terrible. I don't really care. I mean, is it really going to bother me that much? No, but it's just going to bring more engagement to my post. And like I said, the biggest mistakes that I see others make is like other agents make is not being consistent and then only making content that is geared towards realtors. And then also don't try to be funny when you are not funny. Like if you're not a funny person, don't go on there and do hip hop or try to like dance or whatever. Like if you're just like not your forte, don't do that, right? So that is one thing that I would definitely keep in mind as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I try to break it down as much as possible. At any time, click the link below. You can schedule a consultation if you want to partner with me. I do Instagram and YouTube Mastermind group, and you can schedule a call with me. I can dive deep with you in your business, and I can help you learn how to close more deals from YouTube and Instagram and stop paying money to Zillow and all these other places. So as always, I will see you guys at the top or from the top, and definitely subscribe to my training channel here on YouTube.